Tonight on crypto-counsel, Render token versus Bitcoin Gold.
Welcome to crypto-counsel. Tonight's debate, Bitcoin Gold versus Render token. Position order, B_first. Our judges will score on 6 dimensions: argument quality, not investment merit.
Render token is a crucial asset for AI_crypto sector, as it verifies Slice 1's structural conversion from verified Scout report to Scout board, S2. This process ensures the integrity of data transmission and reception between different systems. The token has achieved significant milestones in its development, including the successful implementation of smart contracts, D3. Furthermore, Render token has demonstrated strong potential for scalability and flexibility, making it an attractive option for businesses looking to integrate AI-powered solutions into their operations, S4.
Bitcoin Gold is a stronger asset for store_OF_value sector due to its unique features and advantages. It has achieved significant growth in recent years, D1. The asset's decentralized nature, with no single entity controlling it, provides an added layer of security and trust among users, S2. Furthermore, Bitcoin Gold's proof-of-work algorithm is designed to be more energy efficient than other cryptocurrencies, making it a more sustainable option for investors, S3. Additionally, the asset has a strong community backing, with many developers actively contributing to its development and improvement, D2. Render token's significance is disputed, as its role in _crypto sector is overstated. The token's primary function is merely to facilitate data transmission between systems, S2, which can be achieved through more efficient means. Furthermore, the successful implementation of smart contracts, D1, does not necessarily translate to strong potential for scalability and flexibility. In fact, Render token's limitations have been highlighted in multiple studies, S3. The token's attractiveness for businesses is a weaker case, as its integration into AI-powered solutions has yet to be proven, S4.
While it acknowledges some valid points, their challenge is largely based on misconceptions. Render token's significance lies not only in facilitating data transmission, S2, but also in enabling secure and efficient communication between AI-powered systems, D1. The token's potential for scalability and flexibility has been demonstrated through successful implementations of smart contracts, D1, and its integration into AI-powered solutions is already underway, S4. Furthermore, multiple studies, S3, have highlighted the token's limitations, but these do not negate its overall value. In fact, Render token's attractiveness to businesses lies in its ability to streamline data transmission and enable secure communication, which has been proven through real-world applications, D2. Bitcoin Gold's growth in recent years is questionable, D1. The asset's decentralized nature does not necessarily provide an added layer of security and trust among users, as decentralized systems can be vulnerable to attacks and manipulation, S2. Furthermore, the energy efficiency of Bitcoin Gold's proof-of-work algorithm has been disputed by some experts who argue that it may not be significantly more efficient than other cryptocurrencies, D3. Additionally, while there is a community backing Bitcoin Gold, its development and improvement are hindered by the lack of institutional support and regulatory clarity, S4.
While B raises some valid points, we can acknowledge that Bitcoin Gold's growth in recent years, D1, is indeed questionable. However, the decentralized nature of Bitcoin Gold does provide an added layer of security and trust among users, as decentralized systems can be vulnerable to attacks and manipulation, S2. Furthermore, while there may be disputes about the energy efficiency of Bitcoin Gold's proof-of-work algorithm, D3, it is important to note that some experts argue that it may not be significantly more efficient than other cryptocurrencies. Additionally, we must recognize that the lack of institutional support and regulatory clarity can hinder the development and improvement of Bitcoin Gold, S4. Can you provide specific numbers on the asset's paying customers and revenue growth over the past year? For instance, what percentage of your users are actively using the platform to generate revenue, S2? We've seen reports that only 20% of users are actually utilizing the feature, D3.
How can you claim that your shipped product is widely adopted when, D1, shows only 10% of users are actively using it? Furthermore, S2 reveals that the majority of these users are actually testing the product on testnet, not production. Can you provide any evidence to support the notion that a significant portion of your user base is utilizing the product in its intended environment?
Can you provide a specific example of a production-ready product that has been shipped by your asset and how it has been received by the market? S2 suggests that your team has not publicly disclosed any notable products or revenue streams. How do you reconcile this with your claim that your asset is fully functional in production?
You claim that the asset's on-chain usage metrics have increased significantly over the past year. However, I noticed that the average transaction value has actually decreased by 15%, S2. Can you explain why this decrease doesn't contradict your thesis of increasing adoption?
You claim that the asset's on-chain usage metrics have increased significantly over the past year. However, I'd like to challenge this by asking, what specific metric are you referring to, and how does it compare to the overall blockchain network's growth? S2 shows that the asset's transaction count has actually plateaued since Q3, while the network's overall transactions have continued to rise. This raises concerns about the asset's ability to scale and maintain its current usage levels.
Can you provide a breakdown of the assets paying customers by geographic region, considering that D1 shows a significant disparity in revenue generated from different regions? For instance, did the majority of paying customers come from North America, Europe, Asia, or other regions? In conclusion, Render Token's decentralized rendering infrastructure has several key advantages. Firstly, it allows for a more equitable distribution of computing resources, S2. This is evident in the fact that anyone can contribute their computer power to the network, regardless of their location or hardware capabilities. Secondly, Render Token's use of blockchain technology ensures transparency and security in the rendering process, D1. This eliminates the need for intermediaries and reduces the risk of data tampering or loss. Finally, Render Token's token-based economy incentivizes users to contribute their resources to the network, creating a self-sustaining system that rewards participation, S3. While it is true that some users may not have access to high-performance computing hardware, this does not necessarily weaken the case for Render Token. Instead, it highlights the potential for future development and improvement of the technology. In my assessment, Render Token presents a stronger case.
Bitcoin Gold's strongest points include its improved security features, increased decentralization, and faster block times. Firstly, Bitcoin Gold has implemented a more secure mining algorithm, Equihash, which is designed to be resistant to centralization, S2. This means that even large-scale mining operations cannot dominate the network, ensuring a more decentralized and community-driven blockchain. Secondly, Bitcoin Gold's block time is significantly shorter than Bitcoin's, at 10 minutes compared to 60 minutes, D1. This allows for faster transaction processing and confirmation, making it more suitable for everyday use cases. Finally, Bitcoin Gold has implemented a unique feature called dual mining, which allows miners to mine both Bitcoin Gold and other cryptocurrencies simultaneously, S3. This increases the overall security of the network by incentivizing miners to participate in multiple blockchains. While we acknowledge that some may argue that Bitcoin Gold's smaller market capitalization is a weakness, we believe that this actually presents an opportunity for growth and innovation. In conclusion, our strongest case points demonstrate that Bitcoin Gold offers improved security features, increased decentralization, and faster transaction processing, making it a stronger case compared to other cryptocurrencies.